Hello and welcome to the 2024 Juliette Cookie Rookie Training here at Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan. Today we're going to go over the basics of the Girl Scout Cookie program and what to expect. So we're going to cover the important dates, the 2024 cookies and theme reveal, the reward lineup, the program overview, cookie cupboards, digital cookie, financial procedures, and volunteer resources. So once the training is completed, you should have a great understanding of the Girl Scout Cookie Program for Juliettes. So here are the important program dates. If you are new to the Girl Scout Cookie Program, a lot of the wording on the next two screens may be very unfamiliar, but we will cover a lot of the important dates. And a lot of this will be referenced in your Juliette Manager Guide, as well as the material found in your Juliette Cookie Kit. If you did not receive a Juliette Cookie Kit, you can reach out to product sales at gssem.org and request one there. So the first date is of December 16th. That's when girls can start taking early online orders through the digital cookie platform. And then we officially kick off our cookie program January 8th. Girls can begin taking orders on their paper order card to friends and family. And then January 24th through the 26th, if your Juliette plans to participate in a booth, those are when our booth process begins. So the selection process will start around that time. And then on February 14th, the Juliette initial order pickup will happen. On February 15th, cookie cupboards will open, and on February 16th, our booth sales will begin. And then the booth sales will run until April 7th, and then you will receive your rewards mid-May, and you can also expect your Juliette program credits around late May, early June. So what to do initially to get started with the Juliette Girl Scout Cookie Program. So first, you're going to complete this training, and then you're going to review all of the material in your Juliette Cookie Kit. And then the next step would be to complete the 2 financial forms required to have access to eBuddy and participate in the Girl Scout Cookie Program. This would be the Juliette ACH debit authorization form, which would require either a void check from your bank account or a letter from the bank with the account or routing number. And then the next form would be the Juliette Agreement to Assume Debt form. We'll cover both of these forms later on in the presentation, but these are the 2 required forms needed to participate in the Girl Scout Cookie Program. Next, you're going to want to discuss your 2023-24 cookie goals with your Juliette. And then you're going to ensure your Juliette has a current membership. So in order for her to be added to eBuddy and our digital cookie platform, she does have to have a current membership. So Juliettes do not keep any cash funds from the cookie program. Troops earn proceeds and Juliettes earn program credits. They are very similar and both can be used on Girl Scout merchandise, camps, programming, and anything to better enhance the Juliette Girl Scout cookie experience. So the amount is earned on different ranges, and you can find those ranges in your Juliette Cookie Kit, and it is on our cookie resource page as well at gssem.org. But this is what the Juliette program earns. Again, it's the program credits, not troop proceeds. So Juliette Girl Scouts and parents should not refer to the balance due number provided in the eBuddy system. If you do have access to eBuddy, or if you know you're going to be requesting access to eBuddy, please disregard that financial section. So for any financial questions, please contact the finance team at gssem-finance@gssem.org. So here is our 2024 cookie lineup this year. We have what we call core cookies and specialty cookies. Our core cookies are Lemon Ups, Trefoils, Do-si-dos, Samoas, Tagalongs, Thin Mints, and Adventurefuls. The core cookies are listed at $5, while the specialty cookies are listed at $6. So our Girl Scout S'mores and Toffee-tastic are both considered specialty cookies because there is a little bit more that goes into the baking process with those. So Girl Scouts has two different bakers, ABC Bakers and Little Brownie Baker. Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan partners with Little Brownie Bakers, and this is their current cookie lineup. So moving on to the theme and mascot. So this year we have Lucy the axolotl. We'll get into a little bit about what an axolotl is if you are unfamiliar like I was. And then we have the theme, which is Own Your Magic. So I have some fun facts here up on the screen. I won't go through every single one, but just to touch on Lucy. So an axolotl's natural habitat is Lake Xochimilco in Mexico City. Axolotls can be found in over 18 colors, including most Girl Scout cookie package colors. They're often pink as pets, but can be gray, green, black, or brown in the wild. And then, of course, the signature look with her gills, that is how they are provided oxygen. So just some fun facts on the mascot for this year. The next two screens are going to cover the 2024 Girl Reward lineup. So the Juliette Girl Scout can earn her individual rewards based on the number of packages of cookies sold, and all rewards are cumulative. So if your Juliette sells 350 boxes, she's going to get Lucy the Axolotl plush and everything underneath. And then we also have bar patches. So if your Juliette sold 100 boxes of cookies, she'll get that 100 bar patch. And it goes towards the highest level sold. So if she sold 210, she's going to get the 200 bar patch. And then if your Juliette sells 225 boxes or more during the initial order period, she's going to receive this t-shirt to the left of the screen here. And we'll cover the initial order period in the next few slides, but that period is from December 16th until February 14th for Juliettes. And then you can see there's a variety of different subcategories for rewards. So your Juliette can earn rewards for selling on Digital Cookie, for getting donation orders, for selling at a booth, a lot of fun things here. And then here are some additional rewards. A lot of the rewards are set with Little Brownie Baker in combination with GSSEM, and these are based on national girl favorites that were voted on in the spring, and then with collaboration with GSSEM Girl Scouts through the data we collected in the summer based on their reward selections. So here we have the cookie celebration. There's a variety of different dates that your Juliette can pick from. So if your Juliette sold 750 boxes or more, she would be able to select one location, or if none of the locations were of interest or you couldn't make the dates, their Juliette Girl Scout could select the ice cream maker. And you can see there's a few different or selections. So that just means that the Juliette can pick one or the other. And we did try to include any event rewards having a tech item or another reward item. So if she is unable to make the event, there is another selection for her. So moving on to our gift of caring, or what we call Troops to Troops. So Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan partners with Soldiers Angels. So when customers decide to donate a box of cookies they are donating to Soldiers Angels. So at the end of the cookie program, Girl Scouts will send all the donated orders to Soldiers Angels. There's nothing that you would need to do. You don't need to hang on to the cookies to give to us later. If a customer chooses to donate, you can simply accept the payment, just don't give them the box of cookies. And then you'll deposit the funds into your bank account, and then note it in eBuddy or notify product sales, and we can note it in eBuddy when we're assigning the cookies to the girl, and she will get full credit for all donated orders. So I've spoken a little bit about eBuddy. If you are a returning Juliette, you might be familiar. If you are new, eBuddy is the online system that troops use to manage the cookie sale. So please note that eBuddy is meant for troop use. However, we do have Juliettes that are able to access eBuddy to find cookie booth opportunities, place pending orders to cookie cupboards for more cookies, and to assign cookies to their girls. So Juliettes must email product sales at gssem.org in order to be added to eBuddy. The Juliette ACH debit authorization form and Juliette agreement to assume debt form must be completed in order to have access to eBuddy. And then again, Juliettes can have access by emailing us starting on December 14th, 2023. So only registered Juliettes with a current membership may be added to eBuddy. So email us again at that access date. We'll ensure that your Girl Scout is in there if she is a registered Girl Scout member. And then we will ensure that she is also added to Digital Cookie this way. So if she's not a registered member, she will not be able to be added to Digital Cookie. eBuddy and Digital Cookie flow together. So that's a little bit on that process there. So when you initially log into eBuddy, if you do, you'll be prompted to input your information, your contact information, and then update or change your password. And then once you have logged in there, you can go ahead, explore the dashboard. But again, please remember that eBuddy is meant for troops, so the sales report tab is not applicable. And if you do have any questions about eBuddy, you can email productsales@gssem.org. So moving on to the initial order period, we've spoken a little bit about the initial order. So just a little bit about what it is. In your Juliette cookie kit, you should have received an order card for your Juliette. Juliettes can use these cards to take orders from friends and family, and then they can start selling early online through Digital Cookie starting December 16th. And then Juliettes can sell to family and friends with that traditional paper order card from January 8th until February 14th. So to learn how to place your Juliette initial order, you can email product sales to RSVP to the GSSEM Cookie Cafe Juliette initial order submission that will be held on Monday, January 23rd from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. This will also be recorded and put on our GSSEM resource page at gssem.org. So the product program team will also be hosting office hours on the troop deadline of February 1st. So troops are submitting their initial order on February 1st. They have a different process for this for the initial order period, but you may still attend the office hours if you do have any questions at all on submitting. So the general process is that your Juliette Girl Scouts initial order, along with any girl delivered orders for Digital Cookie, can be picked up at a GSSEM Service Center cookie cupboard location on February 14th from 10 until 6 p.m. You'll receive an email about a week prior to select your pickup location, and you'll just bring your order card and pick up the cookies that you need. You can pick up single or mixed boxes of cookies, the Juliette cookie pickup at the Juliette cookie pickup. So you are not required to pick up a full case. All girl delivered orders that were placed on Digital Cookie will flow into eBuddy, so you do not need to add these to your initial order. They will automatically be calculated, and we will automatically pull those orders for you. So just simply bring your traditional paper order card and we can get those orders for you. So when the Juliette Guardian arrives to pick up the cookies, they should carefully count the cookies and verify the order is correct. And then please bring a vehicle large enough to hold the amount of cookies ordered. Some Juliettes will have smaller orders, while some will have, cases of orders. So just ensuring that you have the room to bring those cookies home. Your Juliette will also receive a booth kit at the covered pickup. So if you plan on participating in booths, you will receive that. This will include resources and tips for booth sales. Moving on to booth sales. So booth sales, or what we call the direct sale, refers to selling cookies to customers on the spot without requiring them to pre-order and wait for delivery like the initial order. So girls can sell cookies to individual customers using that goal getter card. It's very similar to the thicker cardstock order card. It's just a paper version of that. Or Juliettes can reserve and set up a cookie booth at a GSSEM authorized location and sell cookies to the public. This year's booth sale dates are February 15th through April 7th. So our cookie booth process is as follows. So GSSEM will coordinate multiple different booth locations throughout Southeastern Michigan with different locations and organizations, and we will populate that into eBuddy for selection. One of which is our mall kiosks, which are the little kiosks inside mall locations. And we partner with around 10 or 11 different mall locations throughout Southeastern Michigan. So on January 24th, starting at 7 p.m. on this day, you can log into eBuddy and select up to one mall booth total. And then if you did not receive a mall kiosk booth on January 24th, on January 25th at 7 p.m., you can log into eBuddy and select a total of 2 booths, and that can be any type of booth. It doesn't have to be a mall booth. If you did select one from the 24th, then on January 25th, you would be able to select an additional booth for a total of 2. So on that 25th date, all troops or any troops that have logged in and could find a booth, they would have that limit of 2. And then on January 26th, Juliettes and troops can then log in and pick up any remaining slots that are open for selection. So just remember, if you know you can staff it and do it, great, you can go ahead and sign up for it. But if you know you can't, then just please cancel the booth in eBuddy as soon as you know you cannot staff it or do not select it. So after that January 26th date, Juliettes and troops can start to make their own arrangements for cookie booths with local stores in the area that are not listed in eBuddy. So if you go in there and you know that you have a local connection, they're not in there, you are more than welcome to reach out and make that connection. A lot of these are schools, places of worship, local community events like craft fairs and sporting events. And then we have a few different corporate locations that are no solicitation. So this includes Home Depot, Meijer, and Target. Again, these are no solicitation. So troops and Juliettes are not allowed to ask for cookie booths at these locations, as well as any Walmart, Kroger, or Sam's Club locations. We have national agreements with those locations. And so troops and Juliettes should not ask for those either. For more information on selecting a cookie booth, you can RSVP to our Cookie Cafe on Thursday, January 18th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Moving on to cookie cupboards. So cookie cupboards are mini cookie warehouses located at our GSSEM Service Center or volunteer locations. So once you've picked up that initial order scheduled at whatever GSSEM Service Center on that February 14th date, you can then go to any cookie cupboard for booths. So for our initial order on Juliettes, it is GSSEM Service Center locations only. And then for booths, you can go to those ones, or if any volunteer booths, any volunteer cupboards if they are closer to you. So cookie cupboards will open on February 15th, so the day after the Juliette initial order pickup. And they will run until, I know the screen here says April 9th, but it is actually April 8th. And cookies must be checked out in full cases beginning on March 15th. So during that initial order period, we do allow Juliettes to pick up single boxes of cookies. And then during the cupboard, if you have a girl delivery order, you're more than welcome to pick up those single cases too. But starting March 15th, Juliettes should be able to pick up the mixed cases. So you can pick 6 lemon ups or 6 trefoils as long as it equals a case. And then to register for our Cookie Cafe cupboards, you can email productsales@gssem.org to attend. And that is on February 5th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And then just a note on here, I want to make sure that it was clear. I think I may have said Juliettes, but Troops pick up in full cases. Juliettes pick up single boxes or cases. So there is a small distinction between that with Troops and Juliettes. Juliettes are still able to pick up the single boxes of cookies once our cupboard starts, as well as mixed cases on here. So pending orders, we require this for Troops too. So to ensure inventory is available at each cupboard, Juliettes must place a pending order by 10 p.m. Sunday to pick up during the upcoming week during regular cookie cupboard hours. So when placing your pending order, you will select the date and time slot to pick up your cookies. Please place the pending order in eBuddy or email productsales@gssem.org by Sunday at 10 p.m. and we can get that placed for you. When you're emailing in the order, just make sure you include the exact order, the location of which you would like to pick up, and the time slot, and make sure that it falls within our cupboard hours, which will go out to all Troops and Juliettes before the cupboard opens. And then to ensure product quality, GSSEM cannot accept cookie returns from initial order or cupboard pickups. So here is what the add a transaction would look like when you're placing a pending order. If you decide to go through eBuddy instead of emailing product sales, you can do that through the transactions tab, and we'll cover this in our cookie cupboard webinar. But basically, this is where you would input your location, the date and time slot. Your information should automatically populate into the contact portion, but if it doesn't, you can go ahead and just simply input your information in there. And then in the cookie order portion, you can indicate how many single boxes of cookies that you may need or cases. There are 12 boxes in a case. So if you needed 12 adventurefuls, you could just put 1 case. So moving on to digital cookie, if you are a new Juliette parent or just new to the Girl Scout program in general, the digital cookie platform is an online sales platform that girls use to sell cookies to family and friends, maybe who do not live locally or those that just prefer to purchase online. When the girl sets up her digital cookie site, it is unique to her, and she can customize it and send it to family and friends as a storefront that they can log into and create an order. So all orders on digital cookie require payment by card at the time of checkout, regardless of what type of order is made. All orders are prepaid. Leaders and caregivers do not collect any money for digital cookie orders. So in addition to Juliette's, no money should be collected for digital cookie orders. All digital cookie orders will flow into eBuddy, and there's nothing you need to do with that. So customers can purchase cookies on digital cookie in 3 ways: girl delivery, direct shipped, donation. So direct shipped orders, that's when a customer would choose to have the cookies sent directly to them for a fee. So the minimum amount of cookies that you can have shipped is 4, and the base range for pricing is 4 to 8 boxes, and it's set at $12.99 to ship. The shipping prices are set by GSUSA and FedEx, so that is something that GSSEM does not have any control on, but there are a variety of different box ranges and pricing. So the more boxes you wish to send, or the more boxes the customer wishes to order, the higher the price is going to be to ship it. And then we have girl delivery orders. So this is there's no shipping fee or any type of fee associated with this. This is basically when a customer goes onto the digital cookie platform and will select that they want to have their order delivered to them by the girl. So they're going to prepay for that order, and the girl basically makes the promise that they're going to deliver that order. Parents and guardians have 5 days to approve that order. So once the order goes through, the payment's accepted, the parent or guardian would receive an email asking for approval. You can approve or decline it. So if it's someone out of state that you don't recognize, you can go ahead and decline it. But if it's someone you know and you're fine delivering to them, you can go ahead and accept it. And then once it's approved, you can then let the customer know and coordinate a delivery on that. And the order will show under the girl's name in eBuddy under the girl order tab. So once the cookies are signed out to the parent, so once you've gone and picked up your cookies from either the initial order pickup on February 14th for Juliettes, that includes your girl delivered orders. Now, if it's after the initial order period and it's during our cupboard times, you do have to notify us of the digital cookie order and how many cookies needed to fulfill. And that can be done by placing that pending order at a cookie cupboard or emailing us the pending order for those cookies. But those cookies do have to be placed in a pending order. And then once you go and pick them up at a cookie cupboard, you can then fulfill that order and coordinate with the customer to get it to them. And then once, again, if it's during our cupboard order period for Juliettes, those cookies are going to be, or that order will be on the girl order tab. And those cookies are actually not assigned, so that they do need to be assigned to the Girl Scout. And we will cover that in our Cookie Cafe webinar on cookie cupboards, just to go in a little bit more detail on that and how to do that specifically. But Juliettes are not necessarily required to do that. The product program team can do that on your behalf as well. So whatever your preference is, if you prefer to assign the cookies to the girls, or if you would rather product program do that, we can definitely do that as well. And then the third way customers can support girls through digital cookie is by donating. So when a customer chooses to donate cookies in digital cookie, it's going to our gift of caring, otherwise known as our Troops to Troops. So it's that Soldiers Angels partnership where the cookies would be sent directly to the organization. The online order and payment will automatically appear under the girl's name in eBuddy under the gift of caring column in the girl order tab. And there is nothing that you would need to do with these. Everything will automatically tabulate for the girl and her rewards with this. So here are the basic steps of getting started. The Girl Scout is going to receive the registration email, and this is step 1 is what that will look like. And then step 2, once you get that email, there's an embedded link asking the girl to register. She's going to select that, and it's going to take her to set up her site. And that's where she can indicate her sales goal, cookie story, upload a fun picture or video, and then publish and go. And that creates her unique storefront, which can also create her QR code that customers can scan to be taken right to her site. So moving on to step 3, she can then share that QR code on social media or simply just send out the emails through the digital cookie platform, letting her customers know that she's selling digitally. And then step 4 is tracking her progress. So just making sure that all girl delivery orders are being approved or declined in a timely fashion, and that they're being fulfilled also in a timely fashion, and that parents are coordinating and communicating with the customer on when they can expect that delivery for girl delivery. The dashboard will also indicate some fun statistics. So it gives the girl and you a breakdown of, cookies sold by flavor per order and how many emails were sent, and a lot of fun information there. And she can continually to log in and see where she's at with her goal. This would be a good opportunity to also log offline sales. So if she sold any cookies through the paper order card, she can also input them into the dashboard so that her goal is accurate. So here is that registration login to Digital Cookie. If you do not receive it, it could go to your junk, spam, or promotions inbox. So double check there. It should be from Girl Scouts, and then it's email@email.girlscouts.org. That's where the registration email would have come from. And of course, if you don't find it, you did not receive it, email productsales@gssem.org, and we will make sure you get that registration email. So digital cookie registration emails will initially go out on December 16th to all current Juliettes who have a membership and who have their financial forms submitted. So if any of those three things are missing, so the 2 financial forms and then the membership, if any of those are missing, we will be unable to add them to digital cookie. You're going to want to watch for your registration email, again, from that Girl Scout cookie program email@email.girlscouts.org. And in the email, like I mentioned, there's a register now button that will take you directly to the digital cookie registration site. You're going to simply click that button and go ahead and set your password for the season. And then it's going to prompt you to watch a quick safe selling for smart cookies safety video. Just note that you can't proceed any further until you have viewed that video. And then you're going to accept the terms and conditions. And then if you are a parent of, if you are, a lot of these apply for troops too. So troops and parents, they have different rules. But anyways, you're going to select the accept and continue button under the terms and agreements for volunteers. And then we have the Juliette dashboard and homepage. It will show you again all those sales for the Juliette at a glance, and it's a great way to make sure that they're actively participating in reaching out to their customers. And again, you can see all of the breakdown and all of the good data there. And there's a ton of reports for you to pull. And this is also where you would find all of that customer information. So you can find out who ordered exactly what boxes by flavor, their shipping address, everything. And then we have a ton of digital cookie resources, such as tip sheets and videos that can be found on our cookie resource page at gssem.org. They are currently live. And there are also tip sheets for customers and parents as well. Moving on to the Juliette financial procedures. So I've mentioned the agreement to assume debt form and the ACH debit authorization form. The agreement to assume debt form is just to clearly state the financial procedure requirements for the parent and guardian assisting their Juliette Girl Scout with the product program sales, specifically for the person responsible or filling all requirements and obligations for their Juliette product program sales. So agreeing that you're going to pay any funds owed to GSSEM from the Girl Scout cookie program. And then funds owed to GSSEM for council proceeds from the cookie program will be collected via ACH debit authorization form, and it should say Juliette bank account through 2 different schedules. So something to note here, with troops, we do require that they have a separate bank account for the troop, and we pull from that bank account. With Juliettes, they have the option to have their personal bank account to use, or you may open up your own bank account or a separate bank account for the cookie program specifically. So whichever one you choose, that's the one that you should indicate on the ACH debit authorization form. It does require, again, that void check or a letter from the bank with the account number and routing number of whichever account that you would like to use for that. So funds must be available in the bank account, including all checks cleared by Friday, February 23rd, and then electronic withdrawal of $2.50 per package for all initial order cookies will begin on February 26, 2024. After the initial order ACH sweep, biweekly ACH sweeps will be done for accounts with a balance of $5,000 or more that's owed to GSSEM. So if you do have a balance of $5,000 or more, you are subject to an additional ACH sweep, but parents would be notified 3 business days before the sweep is set to take place, and parents would not be able to get additional cookies from the cookie cupboard until that ACH sweep is completed. And then the remaining balance must be available in the bank account, including all checks cleared by April 17th, 2024. The full remaining balance due to GSSEM will be debited from the Juliette account beginning on April 19th. So again, Juliettes do not keep their proceeds like troops. We take out everything that is owed from the Girl Scout Cookie Program from the Juliette bank account. So if you have any further questions on or need further clarification on that, please reference your Juliette hand guide or email productsales@gssem.org. And again, the sales report tab in eBuddy is not meant for Juliettes. So if you need an updated version or the exact version of what you would owe in each sweep, the finance team can definitely give you that breakdown. Just email gssem-finance- or at gssem.org. So again, that's gssem-finance@gssem.org. So GSSEM offers the opportunity for Juliettes to accept credit card payments for cookies. So if your Juliette would like to accept a credit card this year, our recommendation for a service provider is Square, and your troop is responsible for setting that service up, or your Juliette is responsible for setting that service up. Same with troops. So you can find that information on how to set up on our resource page, or if you just type in the search bar Square or credit card, it should populate as well. So volunteer resources. I've talked a lot about our GSSEM's resource page, and the middle portion there is kind of at a glance of what it will look like, and the top right that has all the information that was in the Juliette kit. It will have a copy of our booth kits when those are available. It has all of the digital cookie tip sheets, including videos and trainings for everyone. And then we have the adult training videos. So any of our Cookie Cafe webinars that will be recorded when they come about will be there. And then our Cookie Rookie sessions. So this webinar will also be there if you would like to play it back. And then we have our GSSEM product program support page that's filled with a lot of great volunteer resources, a lot of volunteers bouncing ideas off one another and just getting some great feedback on there. And then we have a lot of printable resources as well. So things you can download and print in assistance for your cookie program. And then, of course, we do have a Rallyhood hub. For more information on Rallyhood, you can visit our website and type it into the search bar, and we have all the details on that. And then we have our vendors website. So we work with Little Brownie Bakers, and they have a Pinterest board, they have a Facebook, and then their website, www.littlebrowniebakers.com. There's a ton of different activities and archived activities and different things you can download, and social media graphics, pictures, a lot of fun resources there. So here is our Cookie Cafe schedule. We have ones that are specific for Juliettes. That last cookie cafe should say for Juliettes, not troops. So just a note there. But the rest are applicable for Juliettes. And to RSVP, you can email productsales@gssem.org. And then we have some new retail items this year if you would like to take a look at those. And they are available on our cookie resource page, as well as curbside. Thank you so much for your time today. Again, this recording is going to go on our cookie resource page for you to view at any time, as well as GS Learn. So again, thank you for your time today and the best of luck with your Juliette Girl Scout cookie program.